Let's see. Ooh. Oh my god, I hate myself. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I can say it because there's another video. My name is Louise. I just randomly started doing videos. For those of you who are new here, really happy to have you. While you're over here, might as well subscribe, you know. But if that's a little too soon, you can wait till the end. But yeah, today I'm just going to be doing a soft glam kind of look. I keep seeing mention of soft glam all over Twitter, and I don't know why all of a sudden everyone is pressed for this. And everyone's like, oh my god, this is so difficult. Like, this is the mark of a true makeup artist if they can do soft glam. And I was like, oh my god. And since I don't do soft glam that often, at least not on myself, on other people, yes. I was like, wow, a challenge. So I was like, let me just do a look, like a soft glam look. And I think I look pretty good, but that's just me. And I think I always look good. So feel free to like let me know if this is true or not, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, if you are interested in finding out how to get this kind of look, keep on watching. So I'm going to start by doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using the Milani Stay Put Brow Color in dark brown. Usually I think I'm a step up from that shade, so I'll usually use something darker. Maybe think of like an Anastasia ebony kind of color, like something like that, something closer to my hair color. This is just a step lighter, just to add to like an overall softness. So I feel like soft glam is implied that everything is, you know, soft. And I just use a regular angled brush. And when I'm using pomades, I like them to be pretty stiff, just because I think it helps with the overall application. Now that I've finished with my brows, I'm just going to put some concealer under it just to define them a little bit more. And this is just the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Honey. With a flat brush, I'll just like kind of blend it in. Blend it down into my eyelid. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna prep the skin. So I'm using the Shea Moisture Daily Glow Priming Moisturizer. And it works pretty well. I got it when I was at a hair supply thing, and I was getting the one product from Shea Moisture that I always use for my hair, and the lady at the cash register was like, oh, if you buy one more Shea Moisture product, you'll get this % off, this discount. And of course, in my mind, I was like, oh my god, a discount, like I need to take advantage of that, even though that literally meant I was going to be spending more money. But you know, when you hear that you can save money, all logic, all reason out the window. So I bought it because it wasn't too expensive, and I was like, oh, it should be fun. And you know, it's fine. I like it. And another step, a step I usually omit, is I'll be putting like a illuminating. I'll be putting an illuminating primer, a hydrating illuminating primer, which is, what do those things mean? And this is the Revlon Photo Ready Rose Glow Primer. So I'm just gonna dot some on my face. Ugh. I think like when you're doing like a soft glam kind of look, you always, at least from what I've seen, it's more like a you glow from within kind of thing. So I think adding that will help with that mission. So just make sure that's on there. It's a very sticky combination. Now I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which in hindsight doesn't make much sense because it's I feel like it's one of my matter foundations, but it's already here. I'm gonna use it. And I don't have anything like dewy. So I'm just gonna dot that on my face. I didn't put that much, believe it or not. I don't know if it looks like it's a lot or not, but I didn't put that much, or as much as I usually would. Just a thin layer. But if you want to put more, you can always add another layer. Just make sure you blend. And I feel like when I was editing my last video, it looked like I was being so violent with when I was putting on foundation. Like, I promise you I'm not. At least with other people, I definitely am not this heavy-handed. I don't think I'm heavy-handed when I'm doing this, but I think it definitely looks that way. And then with my sponge, a wet sponge, I'll just continue to blend that out. For concealer, just going to be using the Infallible concealer, same one I used under my eyebrows. And just, I really like this concealer. It's a drugstore concealer, and it's like, I think it's around $10, if not less. I don't remember exactly how much it is, but I think for the price and everything considered, it's a really great concealer. So if you are in a drugstore, you know, Walgreens, CVS or whatever, and you need a concealer and you don't want to pay $20 for it, I would definitely recommend picking this one up and trying it out. It's like nice and creamy and it's easy to blend. So yeah, I'm just gonna press that into my skin. Anytime I'm doing concealer, I always look up so it doesn't settle into the fine lines. So for powder, I'm gonna use the Anastasia loose powder, loose setting powder. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a thin layer, just stamp it under my eye. And for me, this is a thin layer. I think it, yeah. If you saw my last video, you probably can see how I usually go off when I put powder. But I'm definitely just gonna do like a very soft application of it. While I let that sit on my face for a little bit, I'll just bronze. Anastasia bronzer in Mahogany. I feel like bronzer is one of those like, I feel like it kind of is one of those things that makes the soft glam a soft glam. Because you know, everything's, it's kind of just like, I don't know how to describe it, just like blurred out or like hazy. I'll put some bronzer at my hairline. Usually when my hair's in an afro, it doesn't matter because it usually covers most of my forehead, but it's not. Put a little bit up here. Press it with my sponge, just make sure. Look up again. Okay. So I'm just gonna highlight, and I'm gonna use the same like illuminating primer and just put some, ooh, I'll blend it out myself, but put some along the high points of my cheeks, just so when I do put my powder highlight on, it'll really just kind of. I'm going to use the Artist Couture. It's Jackie Aina, a queen, glow powder in the color Le Bronze. Put that on my cupid's bow, chin, here on my nose. Right here. And get down my forehead. I'm gonna use this random bucket palette that I have, and there's 3 different like blush shades in there, and I'm just gonna use this really pink one. I think it's Snapdragon. So just gonna use this brush right here. And to top that, I'll put the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Rose de Oro. I think there was a time a few years back where I feel like everyone and their mother was using this Milani blush. That's not mine, so just adding it on top just because it's a nice pink and it's nice and glowy, so I feel like that will add to what I'm trying to accomplish here. Now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Am I getting sick? I hope not. I don't get sick. Okay, so in the spirit of soft glam, we'll be using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. And in the real challenge, the initial challenge is doing soft glam, apparently. The true challenge is using one palette. So I'm gonna restrict myself to just this. I think it should be pretty simple because it's a simple look. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in with the color Sienna and just put that in my crease. Circular motions, like so. I really just want it to be like really blown out, and I'm not gonna bring it all the way to the front of my eye. I'm just gonna like keep it like halfway here. Just smoke it. Okay. And with, I think this is a pencil brush. I think so. But anyway, something that's like a little domed like this. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, so with that, I'm gonna use the black in that palette Noir, and only a little bit. Just a quick bit, just stamp it in the corner. The very outermost corner of my eye. For someone who's like not a fan of black eyeshadow, at least using it, I use it a lot. So maybe I am a fan. I don't know. I think I'm just always hesitant about it because I'm like, I know things can end so badly if I put too much, you know. So I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna only put a little bit. And then with the other brush that we're using for Sienna, we'll just blend everything together. You can get more sienna if you want and just soften the edges. And like everything, I'm just winging this. So with a flat brush, I'm going to use the color Glistening. And just fill in the first half of my eye. Usually when I'm putting like a shimmer or glitter, I'll put like a glitter glue. But for this, I just want it to be very blown out, so I'm not going to be putting that. I'm just going to drag it into the other colors. Same here. Wow, oh my god, amazing. You want to make sure that's blended. So if you want to like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at myself. If you want to blend the other colors into it more, you definitely can. I definitely will. I just want to make sure that everything is blended properly. So, yeah. And actually, I'm going to bring that shimmer into my inner corner to serve as my inner corner highlight. Okay, and then with sienna, I'm going to smoke out my bottom lash line. Totally optional. I mean, everything's optional. Do whatever you want. So I'm just gonna. So meets up with glistening once more. Wow, okay. Sorry. Anyway, with lashes, right? Oh, duh. So I'm gonna put on my flutter lashes in the style Storm. I love those lashes so much. They're so pretty. I mean, you'll see them eventually because I'm about to put them on. They're so pretty, very wispy. So like, I think for things like this, I always like softer things on the occasion that I do on myself or when I'm doing other people's makeup clients. Oh my god. I always try to stick towards a more wispy lash. But I mean, you know, I think you can also get away with doing a bold lash. If anything, that will just be like the attention seeker of the whole production. Okay, so I'll just put a little bit of mascara on my 3 eyelashes. Don't know where my tweezers are. I prefer to put lashes on with a tweezer because I feel like it's more precise. Ugh. Okay, make sure the inner corner and the outer corner aren't playing with you. Okay, so for lips, almost forgot about those. I'm gonna use this Anastasia matte lipstick in Rust. I actually really like this color a lot. Just do the outside of my lips. And this is I think it's Il Maquillage in Sparkle Brick. I think that's the color. I'm just putting that in the center. It's not this, it's a semi-matte, so I'm inclined to trust them. And wow. I think I'm done. Anyway, yeah. I think so. So here's the final look. My mind. I'm really obsessed with this. I think it's because I don't usually do like soft glam looks or just like natural looks, but wow, okay. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Please make sure to leave a comment, you know, give me some feedback. Love to hear your thoughts. If you have something that you want to see me do, definitely let me know because I'm gonna run other videos eventually. And yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you next time. Bye.